Hi guys, James at Bespoke Airsoft here, and in this video we're looking at the Taran Tactical Combat Master from Jag Precision.
It's all about humanity.
So yes, this is not the EMG version, but we'll have a bit more information on that going throughout this video. This is the TTI Combat Master from Jag Precision. Comes in a nice little box here. It's a fully licensed product with Taran Tactical Trades, and we'll get the TDC in place, take a closer look at this thing, then we'll get to the nitty gritty, accuracy test and chronograph, and then we'll be back on camera to talk about it a little bit more. So here it is guys, the Jag Precision Taran Tactical Innovations Combat Master. And you know, we've been sort of pushing along with many other retailers the EMG variant of this pistol, which was also a licensed product coming by EMG. Now for the time being, that pistol is not coming to Europe, or you know, it may come to Europe, but a little bit further down the line. So we've got in touch with all the people that pre-ordered with us, and you know, we've sorted them out, we looked after them, not a problem at all. This is a product that I actually had a sample sent to me 2 weeks ago. It was a sort of pre-production sample, so the barrel colour wasn't quite right, and if you'll notice from the EMG photos, this pistol is not meant to have a gold barrel. I know EMG, Salient Arms, they do a lot of good stuff like that, but that pistol, they dropped the ball on that a little bit, I think. So let's get into this. Jag Precision, you know, licensed by Jag Precision under the Taran Tactical Innovations. I'm slowing my words now. Brought to you by Army Armament, and when this was first given to me 2 weeks ago, I winced a little bit at this, but trust in me guys, I was so wrong. So let's get the pistol open. Nice manual here. Obviously these do not come with a red barrel like the ones that are going to the States. Nice manual, to be honest, loads of good pictures, how to operate it, all that good stuff, how to clean the barrel and block it. We have one gas magazine, and we have the pistol itself. Look at that, absolutely superb. Let's get this boring cardboard out of the way. Zoom you in here as well. So this is the Taran Tactical Combat Master, brought to you by Jag Precision, and let's get the let's shout out, let's call out the elephant in the room. You know, you guys are probably thinking Army Armament, oh god, let's just pass this video and go on to the next one, but please bear with me guys, because I was so wrong about this. I probably had an idea in my head that Army Armament, they're not bad products by all means, but they tend to be on the cheaper side of things. And then when I had a sample of this sent to me 2 weeks ago and I shot this thing, I was sold instantly. The order was put in, and the units that we've got now on the website were reserved. So I'm now bringing it to you, I'm able to talk about it. Now this one, compared to the sample, has the correct barrel colour. So the colour it should be is like this rose gold. The light is shining on me, so it's very difficult to sort of show this to you guys. But first thing, major feature I want to point out, it has a non-dropping outer barrel. So you'll see the outer barrel there. As the slide reciprocates, the barrel doesn't move up and down, so that means the hop unit and the inner barrel stay in the same place. This is superb news for accuracy and performance out of this thing, and it's something that the EMG and ArmorWorks high cappers do not have. So there is threaded on the end of here, so barrel thread adapters may go in this and work. So this is basically based on the Marui infrastructure. So we have a polymer frame here guys. Now this is hand stippled, this is not moulded, this isn't injection moulded like this, like the EMG and the other manufacturers out there that do it. These are basically polymer frames which are then hand stippled from the factory, and you can tell right away in the hand that it feels absolutely superb. Sort of an enlarged mag release there, very easy to find. Second great feature of this pistol is the trigger. There is no take up to get to the wall. There is zilch. No play, no movement, no whatsoever. And companies that sell pistols 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 6, 7, 8 times the price. I don't know if you remember the EMG steel 2011 DS's that they did. the triggers were just so crap, and that pistol sold for £850, guys. No pre-travel in this whatsoever. You put your finger in that trigger housing and I'm going to go as far to say that that is one of the best high capper triggers, obviously not including sort of practical pistol shooting stuff where they've spent a lot on the pistols. I understand they're getting them to perfection, but in terms of an out the box from a manufacturer as a widely available pistol, I don't even think Marui's have that little amount of play. There's no play whatsoever. No play. That is the wall. The wall is right there. So trigger, oh, amazing. Let's take this thing off. Obviously you've got a metal frame, metal slide, metal outer barrel, all that good stuff. Let's pop the slide release out, and as you'll see there, it looks very Marui-like. So spare parts, bits and pieces, aftermarket parts. Looks like it's going to be easy to find if the rumours are true. So slide this off here, and you can see very nice finish on the internals here. I'm liking what I'm seeing, and if this is how Army Armament's going to carry on, we are going to go much further into their product line. So you will obviously see some areas like the hop housing themselves are painted, so you can see where there's no paint on this section here. Very much similar style hop wheel to the Marui. Now this is how it was set from the factory. I haven't moved this whatsoever. Spring guide, very nice. Nice quality. There's no rough edges, no sharp edges, anything like that. Blowback unit looks nice as well. And of course the trades, Combat Master, Taran Tactical logos, good stuff. So adjustable rear iron sight, you don't get that on many pistols, and these iron sights are very, very nice, prominent, easy sight picture, very, very good. You know, you've got the very minimalist amount of play in the barrel. When you're looking at the muzzle end, the inner barrel does stay in place with the hop when this gun the slide reciprocates, so that's very good. I've seen very much bigger play out of higher end manufacturers. Slide this back on here so you know where to set the hop, everything like that. If you know your way around a high capper, it's very much similar. Put that back in here, and this slide, it's so smooth. I don't know if it'll come across on camera. You know, they haven't lathered it in transport grease, you know, that some people do as well. Just straight out the box, this thing was shooting amazingly. So like I say, I've been testing that pre-sample for 2 weeks. So it's not like I've shot this once in the garden and I'm giving my thoughts on this. I've been shooting this for a couple of weeks now non-stop. But this is how they're going to come out the box, and I absolutely love it. Even getting the 9x19 right, I've seen some of these. I saw one Taran Tactical sort of replica and it said 45 ACP on there, so you can tell some companies obviously don't do the research. Magazine, Taran Tactical logo, you got the magazine valve in there. It's a very efficient magazine, works very well. I'm presuming these are going to work on Marui high capper mags as well. I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll see how many this holds. So let's pull this down, because we got caught out with the SIGs, didn't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Make sure these stack right. Come on. 1, 22, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is a 30 round magazine. That's the capacity you should have put on the SIGs WE. You know, no one wants a 19 round mag, especially one this size. So 30 rounds in the magazine, absolutely superb. What we want to do. So what we'll do, we need to empty this mag again. Nice and easy to empty as well. So we are clear. We are safe. Magazine's gassed up. I don't actually know how much gas is left in this magazine, but let's see what we get. Oh, that trigger is just for something that's come out of the Army Armament factory. This pistol is revolutionary in terms of what they've done in the past. And Army Armament, if you are for some weird reason watching this video, this product is the absolute business, and you need to carry on with this. You need to keep these high cappers going. You know, do loads of fancy high cappers like Armour Works do. You will be onto a massive winner. Let's see if we can do some more shots with this. Superb. Absolutely love it. Right, let's get into the good stuff. We'll get into the chrono. We'll get into the accuracy test as well, which you're going to be absolutely surprised by. Obviously, I've shot this pistol beforehand, so I know how good it shoots. Any discrepancy in this accuracy test is a discrepancy in my aiming ability, because I don't shoot these at a fixed position. I don't put them in a vise and lock them in place and fire it, because I don't care what you guys say. No one shoots a pistol or a rifle like that on the field, so it needs to perform well when you're standing up in a firing position like you would in a skirmish or in a practical pistol shooting event, and you need to be in a realistic scenario. So we're all about realistic results on this show, but let's see how good it does. 0.2 gram BBs, green gas for the chrono test, 0.2 gram BBs in the first test, 0.3 gram BBs on the second accuracy test, and then we go for the small, sort of smaller than headshot size target too. So we'll be back on camera after these few little bits. So see there, a nice FPS readout from this thing, about 330 to 320-ish, depending on the gas obviously that you're using and the temperature. But as you can see, this thing looks absolutely amazing. Let's just overview the accuracy test. Now, I didn't mess with the hop on this gun whatsoever. The first test was on 0.2s, so you can see grouping about that size. 0.3s loaded up, the grouping obviously got tighter, but the hop isn't set for 0.3s, so you can only imagine this will get better with further testing and finding out where the pistol's firing. It does have an adjustable rear iron sight on this gun, so you can probably dial that in. And as you can see, with this small target, I don't think I actually missed a shot at this target, and a majority of them are in the centre of the target. So in terms of accuracy, this thing is very good. And that's all down to how the barrel sits in this pistol. As you'll see, as the pistol reciprocates, the sight reciprocates even, the barrel doesn't drop, so it's a non-dropping barrel, so the barrel stays exactly where it is. It doesn't have to move out of the way for the slide to operate whatsoever, so the inner barrel stays exactly where it's situated in place. So, like I say before, this is a product that's OEM'd by Army Armament. Now, Army have got a reputation out in the market that they're a lot cheaper, which they are. They do put out some good stuff for the price, and I think this is going to be the turning point for Army Armament, because we know there's some good things coming out of that factory, because this is absolutely an exceptional pistol for the price. It's licensed, it's got the correct colour barrel, unlike the EMG one, which came with a gold barrel to start, which was incorrect. Depending on when you've seen this on the website, the first photos are of which this sample that I had 2 weeks ago roughly had like a bronze type barrel, but they do come with this rose gold barrel. So trades all the way throughout. It's got all the bits and pieces on there as you should. Now, having felt the EMG variant, it was a sort of moulded grip, so all the texture and all the detail in the grip is coming straight out of the mould, so they just injection mould it and slap it onto the gun. Where these, they're taking a grip that's like a plain style grip, and then they're actually stippling these at the factory. So these are coming like, you know, stippled from the factory. It's not moulded, it's done by hand, so it's a very nice feature indeed. So main features that stick out with this pistol: you've got the enlarged magwell, which makes reloading a hell of a lot easier and faster. You got an enlarged magazine release here, makes it easy to operate. How punchy this thing is and how smooth the slide. It's going to be very hard to portray on camera, but this pistol is an absolute joy to shoot. And when I was given this 2 weeks ago, it was kind of insinuated to me who the OEM was, and I kind of probably winced a little bit, which is becoming a common thing for me. When someone puts something in my hand and tells me it's good and I wince at who's making it, it tends to turn out being actually very, very good indeed. So, you know, you're probably going to dial down the quality, not the quality, but the finish just a little bit, and you've got to expect that because you're going from a pistol that was £220-ish for the EMG one, right down to 135. So I think this pistol is an absolute steal. Iron sights are very easy to use. The rear one's adjustable. It's got a fixed non-dropping barrel system, so it's very, very accurate, which you'll see from the accuracy test. I had no problems shooting this gun whatsoever, and it almost seemed like all the rounds were dropping right on where the fibre optic dot sight at the front was sat on the target. So any discrepancy in those targets, you probably find it's going to be me. But this thing is extremely accurate, extremely fun to shoot, extremely good barrel, good trigger. Sorry. It's very, very light, very predictable to use, very snappy. Magazine, the sample that I saw 2 weeks ago didn't have a hole for the gas valve, so you did have to undo the Allen key, take the base plate off, gas it up, put the base plate back on. So it's nice that they've kind of listened to a bit of feedback and put a hole there for the gas valve, so you don't have to take the gas magazine apart. Gas magazine has been very efficient. I'm told these are Marui compatible because what thing Army likes to do is kind of copy Marui systems, and why not copy the best platform out there rather than something else. But we do notice with a few of the EMG models they are a little bit harder to upgrade because they do things slightly differently or something slightly off spec. So they're heading in the right direction with this thing, and I can only hope that they keep doing more. But if you had put this pistol in my hands without the trades on there and just said this is a high capper from such and such company, go and shoot it, 100% at this price without the trades, without the licensing, I would buy it at that price. I think it's an absolute brilliant pistol. It's very comfy. The stippling, obviously done by hand. You know, the stippling being done by hand, you can obviously tell, and I think that's a sell in my point because they've took the time to do it. It's very comfy. I don't normally like high capper styled frames with this like heavy textured pattern on them, but it is, like I say, extremely comfy. The magwell's very well situated in place. I like the fact the mag sticks out just a little bit, holds about 32-ish rounds if I recall correctly, and from what I'm told they accept all Tokyo Marui high capper bits, so you could take this to the next level if you really want. Oh, excuse me, if you really wanted to. So functionality, great. The way it looks, great. The way it performs and the way it operates, absolutely superb. I think this is a great all-round pistol. Comes in a nice Taran tactical box, and this, thanks to JW3, this pistol is fully licensed by Taran Tactical. And for the moment, the EMG model doesn't seem to be in the UK or come into the UK anytime soon, so this is dropped perfectly in place. The timing could not be better, and honestly guys, if you're picking one of these up, you're not going to be disappointed whatsoever. Please take it from me. From what you've seen over the previous videos, when I see a problem with something and I call it out, I'm just giving you guys the truth. There would be some of you out there that own certain guns that I've sort of reviewed and said this is bad, that's bad, and you've got in touch with me and started giving me a load of crap because you don't think it's true, but I'm just telling you how it is, and I am superbly impressed, and this pistol in itself has completely changed my perception on the company, and I think we'll be going to be getting a lot more products from Army Armament in the future if this is the way they're going to do it. So Link in the description below where you can find this thing. At the time of filming this video, we've got spare mags coming in 2 weeks roughly time, so we have spare mags for this thing. Get them while you can because they're going to sell out quick, especially at that price. As soon as we hit them up on the website today, you know, straight away people have been ordering. So if you want to get one of these bad boys, make sure you get one pretty soon. So stay tuned to the YouTube channel. I've got some really interesting bits and pieces coming up for you guys, which includes a Salient Arms Glock 17 pistol that comes in a case for less than £130. Is it too good to be true? Well, just stay tuned and we'll find out. So hit the bell notification, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.
It's all about humanity.